Well, hey peeps, what's going on? It's a fabulous Tuesday, and I had to just come on and say a couple things about the whole burning of the shoes and cutting out the swoosh and the socks and doing all of this stuff. I find this kind of thing so fascinating when it comes to human behavior. It just literally is like, I am not freaking out either for or against anything. I'm not freaking out about it. I just get fascinated by human behavior. So I watch stuff like this and I just go, wow, like what? Hey everyone, it kind of fascinates me how people's attention gets so focused on certain things. And as we say in the law of attraction, where energy goes or where attention goes, energy flows. So what are you actually doing right now? What are you actually doing by burning your shoes? And what are you actually doing by cutting up your socks? Except you're really probably just contributing to environmental waste, right? You're just, giving attention to something that people are saying they can't stand, right? They can't stand. Like, they're thinking Colin Kaepernick is a disgrace because he took a knee during the anthem. But still, that was in 2016, people. He's still getting attention 2 years later. He still gets attention almost every Sunday during a football game, right? And yeah, right? It's kind of like people who say they hate Donald Trump, but then can't stop talking about him. It's like, it's all marketing. It's marketing. It's getting out a message. It's part of free speech. And what breaks my heart is when I see people doing these kind of things in the name of military families and people who served, because I have spoken to military families who struggle. They struggle financially. They struggle to get benefits that are adequate. Soldiers come back from war. They get inadequate, in my opinion, inadequate respect or treatment. Some of them have come back with mental illness and they can't get proper treatment. All these things. There are so many ways that we need to improve on the treatment of our veterans. And is really the burning of a shoe going to accomplish this? Is that going to honor them? Is that going to accomplish? Is that going to help them get what they need? And I find this fascinating. I would love to see more people going out there and supporting a military family. Are there organizations that help veterans survive? Are there places where you can help them get adequate health care? Can you help a veteran that has PTSD? Can you do something that would actually help the people that you're claiming to be so passionate about? There are so many of them out there suffering and living in a substandard condition, who served for this country, which in my opinion is brave as fuck. Like, I just have the amazing admiration for people who serve for this country. I certainly don't have that kind of courage. I'll be the first to admit it. These people are courageous, willing to die for their country. And guess what? Die for the ability to give us free speech. So guess what that means? That while I may not choose to protest by kneeling during a national anthem, wouldn't be the way that I would do it personally. But damn, I have no right to tell someone else that they can't. And you know what can happen? Some people have said in comments, like, you should be shot for kneeling during the national anthem. You should be killed. Like, that should be the death penalty, or at least being arrested. The issue with that is that if we as a country start going down that road and start deciding who gets punished by arrest or death for certain things, then guess what? Then it keeps going. Well, if you get arrested or put to death for this, then what about this situation? Then what about this scenario? Then what about this? And one by one, you're going to start to lose your freedoms, right? Freedom of speech doesn't mean that you just get to tell people to fuck off. It means that some people get to protest and speak their mind, and be thankful that we live in a country where you can do that without getting severely prosecuted. Take a visit to North Korea. Take a visit to other countries where their citizens cannot have their own thoughts. They cannot speak their mind. They cannot disagree with the government. They can't say anything, or they could be killed, or they could be severely punished or shamed or whatnot. Imagine. Go visit one of those countries, and you come back here and be so grateful that we live in this country where we have the freedom to do, be, and have whatever the hell we want right? As long as we have a decision and take action, and then people can speak their mind and speak their truth without having to worry about having serious consequences or being monitored by the government. I'm telling you, like, and I know, believe me, I so think military veterans and families need to be treated way better. Like, and this has been going on for years, decades before Kaepernick was not even born, and our veterans were treated like shit. Anyone ever read about the Vietnam War when those people came back? I cannot sit and watch, our people just almost like misdirect their anger or misguided anger and protest when there are so many ways to extend your love to your fellow Americans, so many other ways to do it. And all this is doing, by the way, is brilliant marketing for Nike, because even if you're mad at them, you're going to be talking about them for the next month, right? You're going to be talking about them every time you go into a store and you see a Nike shoe. You're going to get all pissed off. You're just giving them more attention. And some people are just going to buy Nike now because of this. To just, like, their message is believe in something, even if you have to sacrifice everything. I mean, shit, what a powerful message that is, right? How many of us are willing to stand and speak our minds and our truths at the cost of God knows what, right? I mean, how many? Not many have the guts to do what Colin Kaepernick did, who was so damn passionate about seeing racial inequality come to an end that he was willing to do that. He gave up his whole career, hasn't played football since, and I'm not saying I feel sorry for him or anything. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty goddamn, that's a pretty ballsy. That's an amazing, that's passion, that's commitment, that's a compelling vision and a compelling why, that he was willing to do that. And Nike was willing to put his face there and make that statement, even if their shares went down, even if people got upset, even if President Trump tweets some shit, and I'm sure he is, if he hasn't already, I'm sure he will, right? So that is so amazing. And be blessed that you live in a country where you could do the same if you wanted. Maybe not in that manner. Maybe you don't agree with how he did it, and that's okay. But you can do this. You can speak your truth. You can go live just like I am right now and say what you need to say, because our veterans fought for this right. I mean, damn. Like, we live in one of the greatest countries in the world, if not the greatest. And I would love to see us treat each other, and treat our country like the awesomeness that it is. The awesomeness that it is. And just let it go. If some guy did something to piss you off, just let it go. Take that energy and really direct it towards some good that you can do. How can you support your veterans? How can you support your country? What are you going to do for your country and make America great? What the hell are you going to do? Right? I mean, there are so many things that we can do to make our country better. So many things. So be willing to say it, be willing to declare it, be willing to take action and do it. I don't know. It just makes me crazy. I will not be burning any of my Nike merchandise right now, because I'm going to choose to think about and really ponder, what do I believe in? What do I believe in that strongly that I'd be willing to hang myself out there and risk it all? Today, I'm risking people unfriending me. I'm risking losing customers right now. I'm risking losing tribe members right now, because I want to say that I am thankful to live in this country. Uh-oh, low connection. Come on, you. I am grateful for better internet. By the way, look at my stars. I am grateful. I am grateful to be a patriot of this country. I'm grateful to live here. I'm grateful to be an American. And I'm grateful to have the ability to come and say what I need to say and connect with all of you. I can do this. I can connect with all of you anytime. I can serve people in a greater way. And it's also making me think about, what have I done for veterans lately? Probably not a lot, and I need to do more. So it's just, that's really what I'm going to think about today. And the shoes mean nothing. It does nothing. So that's it. That's all I'm saying. God bless America. I mean, seriously, right? We are blessed. We are blessed. Go to any other country and you will see how blessed we really are. Oh my gosh, go to one of our own states. Go to Puerto Rico and you will see how blessed you are. I mean, let's focus. Let's focus our priorities on making America great. Let's go to Puerto Rico and give them some power, give them some clean water, give them some clothes and some medical care, right? Let's go to Flint, Michigan, hey, and clean up their water so that they actually have water that they can bathe their kids in, they can drink without dying or getting some, horribly ill. There are so many ways you can just make this country great. I suggest we focus on that and maybe just take the focus off the shoes. Where attention goes, energy flows. What if we all put our attention and our energy towards something absolutely loving and positive that made a real difference for someone in this country today? Go find a homeless veteran. Go give them a hug, give them a thank you for their service, give them some money so that they can have a place to stay for the night or whatnot, give them shelter, give them a meal. Do something. That's making me think I need to get better with this too. I am going to take this to heart. So with that, I am going to go put on my Nikes and I'm going to go get the kids off the bus. But I love you guys. I love you. If you're in the US or you're not, no matter what color of your skin is, no matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter what your religion is or not, no matter what your gender is, no matter who you are, I love you. And let's do this. Let's come together. Let's unite. And let's think of ways we can really make America great. We don't need the government to tell us how it's done. We know how it's done because we're human and we bend towards the light. We're like plants. We bend towards the light. Just follow the light, right? Follow your heart and you're going to know the right thing to do. All right. So I love you guys so much. Have an amazing day and I'll talk to you later.